Hello, everyone. Good evening, all. So, welcome to our sixth episode of our English podcast. And here I am with my co host, André Amaro. How are you, man?
Good evening, everyone. Good to be here. Hope to be of help.
Of course, you guys. So, here I am again. So, my name is Italo. So, we are both English teachers. So, if this is your first podcast with us, so we are both English teachers. And every week, we go live in here on YouTube to talk about a specific topic. And today, André, is having balance. What a topic, huh?
Having
What a
balance.
topic. Having balance. Right? So balance, as you guys know too, having balance, but it's not like the literally balance. It's like balancing our life, professional and personal life. This is what we're going to talk about that. So André, I think for we kick off in here, what is balance to you? What is having a balance to you?
I was thinking, should I say that I think that there's no other way than literally to talk about balance? Because you said it's
Hmm.
not literally equilibrium, but it is
Yeah.
because you need to balance, you need to bring you need to the portion the heaviness of life sometimes or
Yeah.
whatever it may be, and you may find the balance, that point where it's not aggressive to you, whatever it may be. Now, it's important, I think, that we talk about balance under what circumstances, like in what, balancing
This
what.
is nice.
You can have many types of
By which
balance, right?
perspective, right? Which perspective you're
Yeah,
talking about? Yeah, that's a
exactly.
wow, wow,
Exactly.
that's a very good meaning. And okay, so we have the meaning, and I agree with you. But is it positive or negative having balance?
I think it's the way to go. For me, the meaning of the word balance is trying. It's something you if you're not at it somewhere in your life, you're trying to find it. Sometimes it's harder. For some things, it's harder than other
Yeah.
things. I think, for example, one great example is how much easier it is finding balance in consuming um, sugar and crack cocaine. There's a big, huge difference between finding balance between those two substances. You know what I'm saying? You know what
Good
I'm saying?
example. Good
Yeah, yeah.
example.
Like this is also balance. Or I work too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have time for my family. I don't have time for friends. I don't have time for relationship. My life is all about my job. You also have
Yeah.
no balance. I
Hmm.
think
Yeah.
from my perspective, right? My
Hmm.
perspective. I'm thinking
Yeah.
me like so. What would be nice? Having enough time for your family, having enough time to develop work, having enough time to work on your own personal art, whatever that may be, and that is also balance. Now, how hard it is to work on those things
Hmm.
um, is also to
Yeah.
be debated.
Sure. Sure. Wow. I like your answer. I like your answer. Um, if it is positive or negative, I think I'm gonna give a very, what can I say, poor answer. Depends. I know that depends not an answer, but it depends. So
Oh
I'm gonna
my
say
goodness.
like, is it positive? I think is it positive when when something that you're trying to have in balance doesn't bring any damage to you.
There you go.
Example. So, for example, like, I want to be healthy. Okay, so I'm gonna make like a big change overnight. Stop sugar, stop junk food, no more soda. Okay, this is wow, this is a great change, and it's really positive to you. But how long you gonna keep it this way? You know. So I think you should have a certain balance. So as you gave the example about sugar, so yeah, like we should find the right balance. Of course, we should like if we should like the balance, not like 50-50, but probably like 730 or 820, But I think you're gonna gonna try to find balance 50-50, as I said, 70-30, 8-20. So it depends on the pillar of your life, but it cannot bring any damage, because if you feel that it's jeopardizing you in any way, you're gonna be 100% to zero. So example, like I am trying to cutting down sugar. I'm not saying cutting off. I'm just trying to say I'm cutting down sugar. But something that it's been really hard for me is like that. If I eat a piece of chocolate after lunch, my day's over. I want to eat junk. It's over. Like I want to eat junk again. I want to have more chocolate.
Really?
Oh,
yeah. Well, that's interesting. Holy shit!
So
you have that with sugar, with chocolate specific, or sweets in general.
Sweets in general. So if, for example, today after lunch. Yesterday. No, it was today. Yesterday and today. And like 2 days in a row after lunch, there was like a chocolate bar, and I got like 3 or 4 tablets, and I ate that. And then in the afternoon, I ate something like junk, with a lot of calories. And then tonight, after our podcasting here, I'm gonna have a hot dog.
How? Okay. All right. Okay. Well, look. But do you think that there's like a domino effect from eating a piece of chocolate to
definitely,
having 3 junk food? Really?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
No, come on. You got to be so low. No, you got to. Next time. No. So next time, listen to me now, bro to bro. Now, next time you find yourself craving a piece of chocolate and you think, I'm not going to do it because it's gonna go downhill. You will see. You know, but you have to try this. It's impossible that you can't negotiate with yourself and keep your word. You have to think like, if I eat anything junk other than this piece of chocolate, my wife is going to be kidnapped.
Yeah. But you know why?
You have to be stronger than the law. I can't. You got to struggle that.
I know. But
you know it's all imaginative, but it's an exercise.
Sure. But you know why did it happen? Because I forced myself for 3 days in a row. I don't eat any sugar. Actually, 5 days in a row. So you see, I didn't find a balance. So instead of I'll say, 3 days in a week, I'm not gonna consume any sugar. Perfect. So 2 days, okay, or 3 or no. But instead I say, okay, no more sugar, 5 days straight. And then when I ate just like a tablet of chocolate, everything collapsed. So this is the case of having balance. For me, it's really important case of health, because I'm not a guy very with high discipline when it comes to health, especially eating very well, eating healthy. So that's why for me, having balance when it comes to having healthy meals, I should have a balance. Okay. It will not hurt me if I eat chocolate twice a week, but it will hurt me a lot if I don't eat in a whole week. Because when I eat, for the next time that I eat, I'm not going to control myself. Then I'm going to be eating junk for 3 or 4 days straight. You know what I mean?
You're telling me you wouldn't stop eating candy if your life depended on it?
This is a tough question, man. This is a tough question.
No, otherwise, it's a big deal because it's kind of like I mentioned before. It's kind of like crack cocaine. It's just that it's legal.
Yeah,
if you don't eat it, you have diabetes.
Yeah, no. Sometimes I see myself
this is the thing.
Addicted. Say oh my god, I
you have to find balance in your addiction.
Exactly. So see, this.
That's it.
There is the positive and negative. There is the positive and negative. But
you're good.
But when it comes to having balance, when we talk about this topic, of course, what comes to our mind is finding balance between our work life and our leisure life, personal life, and everything. So I would like to know how do you do that? How do you find this balance between your social life, meeting friends, being with your family, and so on, and working hard?
Okay, that specifically has not been a big problem of mine since I worked online, since I started working online. I think starting to work online has helped me a lot in this because I can plan myself better. I know exactly how my week is going to look. I plan it beforehand. So for me, it's pretty easy. I think
Oh,
spending time with your family, for example, well,
mhm.
that's different for everybody. So I think spending time with loved ones, we can consider this friends, family, your pets, whatever. I think they don't count, just humans in this case. But spending time with the humans you love, I think that's consequential. You're gonna do that, and people you love are gonna respect your space and time. Sometimes you're prone to spend more time with people, and sometimes
Yeah.
people are more elusive. So I believe that's by itself. So that it's not really easy to. It's not really hard to to balance. And well, but then again, there are some things that you go through that I still don't. For example, you have a daughter. I don't
Yeah.
know if I would be all chilly willy if I had a baby that
You
needed my
would.
aid. Right now, I don't. I don't. I only have my dog, and she takes kind of takes care of herself. She doesn't. That's my perspective. I'm a single man with no kids, and I'm sorry, but I gotta mention that I see that maybe my internet is kind of bad.
I,
Is it?
I think it's a
Am
little
I?
unstable. I think a little it's a little unstable. Yeah,
Is it?
but
Is the call unstable? Is my internet or is the call? Can I fix
I
this?
I think, but like I think your image and your audio like they're a little unstable, but we can hear you well. I like yeah, we can see you and hear you well. It's just like it's freezing sometimes. Like now, it has okay. I think you're
Oh,
back. So you guys that are live and here with
that's
us,
for
we're just having
right. Yes.
a
Yes.
little internet connection problem. We're just fixing it. But
Yeah.
you're saying, André, like um,
It's all
yeah,
good.
like when you say like yeah, you don't have a daughter and stuff, like yeah, it's it's changed. It's changed a lot. It's changed like completely. It's changed a lot, you know. But something
Exactly.
like having balance, finding balance between work and personal life, let's say that, I struggle with that like 2 years ago. Struggle a lot. Struggle means like I had so much difficult to find. I struggled that. And it started to change when I read a book that I highly recommend everyone to read, and I have recommended to you, but I don't know if you have read, is the one thing. The name of the book is The One Thing. If you translate to Portuguese, it will be like A Única Coisa. The One Thing. Is my top one book. I have read like amazing books, but like this one kept my top one still. And there is a chapter on this book that it talks about balance. And when it comes to work and personal life, I totally agree with the author. He said, if you try to find balance, depending on the stage of your life, it means you are in the middle. You're not in the edge. You are in the middle. So it means that you're not focused. You're not being focused on like exactly what you need. You're just doing half of it. So this is what the author says. So if you want to find like balance on every time in your life, especially work and personal life, it means you're not gonna see results like very visible results because you are in the middle. But when you come to the edge, when there is this imbalance, is when things start to work. So for example, if I don't know if you guys listen well in the beginning of the life in here, I told you that I have a big addiction to sugar. And for me, what works is I
It's a nice
establish
way to
like
put it.
3 days without sugar, 2 days with sugar. Okay. But I'm only gonna find amazing, incredible results in my body if I go to the edge. I say, okay, 20 days no sugar. I'm gonna be like so unbalanced. So I'm gonna be frustrated. I'm gonna be angry. I know,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna be the edge. And here where I find
I
my
had
results.
that with alcohol.
With alcohol, nice. How many days? For how long?
Yeah, I quit drinking for a little over a year, little under a year, and for me, it was a way. My MO was quit for how long it may be. I didn't, oh, I'm going to do it for these many days. I just quit. I just said, okay, it's doing damage. I saw damage, and it's doing damage. I'm going to quit for a while. And I learned recently. Recently, I had the opportunity to have a sip with a friend, and I learned recently that it's, for me, it did wonders, because it's not, before it was okay, get 1-2 drinks, gotta get that third and that fourth. But now, after this time, thinking about it, meditating over it, and thinking, like, I need to understand that you're able to understand a limit, and it's really easy to see when it's your limit, when other people's limits are, but your limits, you can find it easy. It may be an euphemism, but you can find it. And I recently, I went cold turkey, no more, doom, from a hangover, like from the day of a hangover. I woke up and I said, no mas. Full cold turkey. And it's really hard. No more. And I did it for all these time. You want to put it in months, maybe 9.
90 months without
10,
alcohol.
Yeah.
So you see, like, you didn't find a balance. So, okay, weekdays, I'm not going to drink. Only weekends, I'm going to drink. This, you're trying to find balance, but you're not going to see results. So the author of this book said, if you want to see results and fast results, you have to be at the edge. But at the edge, there's no balance. There's no balance. So, for example, now, like, I am not so much at the edge, but like in August, September, and October, I really know, like, these 3 months, I talk to my wife and say, look, I'm gonna be a little absent because I have to focus at work here now. And like every day I was waking up like 5 and going to sleep 11. I know, like, I didn't give like lunch to my daughter. I didn't see her having dinner. I didn't give her a bath. I know I missed like that, but I was at the edge. I know, like, so when you focus on something, the other pillars of your life, you'll be unfocused. They're not gonna be watched. They're gonna things like for delay, disorganized, and this is the law. It's kind of it's highly impossible you take care of everything at the same time.
But it's an exchange, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not forever.
Yeah, you're exchanging this time with your daughter right now for more time at work, so that you can exchange it in the future.
Yeah,
whenever the future may be for you. But
nothing
you can exchange
permanent.
that. I'll say, I will work now. I will spend more time with my daughter than I will spend time at work or working.
Yeah. This time will come. I don't know when, but this time is coming.
It will, because it's you. But you said it. It's the law. You're doing it now.
The law.
So it's gonna be. There you go. So you said it yourself.
I think having balance is great. I think psychologically is really good. You feel like, I have peace. I work hard from Monday to Friday, but Saturday and Sunday, I don't want to think about work. Okay, but if you want to find great results, you have to be focused, like 24/7. You know,
I think you
I
gotta
know.
do. I think you gotta find purpose in what you gotta find
Yeah,
love in what you do.
yeah,
That's
you
what I
need to
think.
find out why, like why I'm doing that. You know, because if you don't like what you're doing, if you don't have any interest, okay, you're gonna give
Yeah,
up like in the first challenge. You know, so this is
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's sometimes not even purpose. You gotta really like it. You gotta like doing it.
yeah,
You know, you
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
like doing it. You know,
for
the
sure, for
purpose
sure.
comes because we're under capitalism and it needs to
And
have value and needs to have some. But the reality is that it doesn't have to have purpose. You gotta love doing it. You know, is
yeah,
the
yeah,
system now is that
for sure,
But
for
anyways,
sure.
it's you gotta love doing it. If you don't love
Yeah,
doing it, it's not gonna last long. Like how many
no,
marriages do you know where it has lasted, but the love was completely gone? People are gonna say, "Yeah, I know a few from back in the old days." But I mean, yeah, I know
yeah,
a few.
yeah.
I can
I
tell you.
know, I know.
Actually,
And
actually,
so, but I think what you said is most important. This like no balance cannot be forever. It must have a deadline. It must have a deadline. So, for example, I'm gonna focus 100% at work, less in my family. I know it hurts, but it must be done. So I say like, okay, 3 months. Give me 3 months. Give me four
there
months.
you
Give me
go.
1 year. So there must be a deadline. So because you cannot live like the other things disorganized forever because then gonna think destroyed. So even like example, this is something that I suffered a lot. What I'm gonna study, you know, what I'm gonna study. So I only have to study teaching, ELT, ESL, or but like I should invest my time studying about marketing, about what we're doing here. So I say, okay, but I have to keep studying like ELT, English teaching approach, because I'm a teacher. And I say, okay, but I'm not gonna say that I know everything. I have a lot to learn. But what I know today, it allows me to study something else. You know, so this imbalance, you know.
Right.
So this was something that I struggle. But I'd like to ask you. I've talked too much. Which pillar of your life do you find most difficult? Which pillar of your life you find most difficult, like finding a balance to you
For me,
for you?
is health. I think physical
Oh,
exercises are missing in my routine. I should
mhm.
focus more on that, but it's hard. It's almost unraveling. I don't know. I can't put it into words. I'm a very intelligent man, and I don't know why I still haven't figured that out.
But you like it? Exercise,
No,
practice sport.
I do like it. I do like it. That's the craziest, bro.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't like waiting. I don't like lifting weights, and I don't really enjoy running. But I guess it's the way to go. You
Yeah,
can't. I can't help it. There's no excuses around it. It's just something inside of me that I still haven't found out why. And the best way of doing it is just doing it, but that gets tiring. But it's the only way to go. Like even after, if you fail, if you do it for 3 months, then you fail, and you stop 1 year and you go again. The some people,
and
just got to keep doing it. You just got to keep
yeah,
doing it until you figure it out.
for
But I
sure.
think, how about you?
The same. My health pillar. It's as I say, like I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the
Yeah,
gym.
there you go.
I go to the gym like 4 times, 5 times a week. I go, but I haven't found a way that I can be really focused on see results because
Okay.
I'm going. Like I kind of like it. I'm gonna say like I'm in love. I
Yeah.
go, but if you come to me and invite me to something nice, I'll say okay, forget about the gym. Let's go there. So I haven't reached this level of discipline
Mhm.
and consistency. Say okay, health and going to the gym and eating well is a priority in my life. So I haven't
Would you say
established
that
that.
becoming a dad helped you? Because I know you, so I will go ahead and say that you had been going to the gym for some time before, but after you became a dad, did that intensify for you? Like you like think I got to take care of this because
Mm,
now life is more
um,
important now, or no?
yeah,
Would you say that it didn't
yes or
change?
no? Yes or no? Because when it comes
Yes or no,
to
or yes and no?
yes and no, because
Okay, right.
yes, because I said okay, health is important because I wanna see my daughter growing up and everything. Not finding a husband, I'm not prepared for that, But
No,
I wanna see my daughter growing up and everything. However, on the other hand, I find myself with excuses. I'm so tired, so because sometimes like some nights she doesn't sleep so well, so I say okay, I'm not going to the gym today because I'm tired.
all right.
Whatever, like I'm gonna eat some junk today because I'm stressed, I haven't slept well these days. So I sometimes I find this
Yeah.
excuse, but I find this excuse because it's not my priority yet, you know
Okay.
my priority. So when I set like okay, this is unnegotiable, so I can't deal with that. I have to go,
Mhm.
I have to eat well, I have to do this stuff. So then I think I will not find more excuse, and I will be the edge, not gonna
Yeah.
find any balance, and then I'll have some results. But for me, I think one of the hardest pillars to have consistency is going to the gym and eat health. Is I'm like so unlike from our friend Marco. Do you follow
Oh, what a
Marco?
king! What a
Do you
king!
follow
He's a
Marco?
king. He's the
Marco,
king, by the
Marco,
way.
Marco, if you're watching this live, if you're not, I'm gonna send this live for you watch
By the
because
way,
that
I have adopted his style. But
you
I
see.
am now André the Bald. He's Marco the Bald on Instagram. I'm André
So
the Bald. So
just for
Marco,
you guys to
big up.
know, I have a very close friend, amazing friend called Marco. And
He
Marco is a
was a
guy,
he's a former colleague. We worked together.
yeah,
We
we had
taught
worked
together at
together.
school at a
And
school.
he has been my teacher,
Yeah, he
when
he hasn't been my teacher in class, but he has been my teacher in any other ways. What
yeah,
when we're talking about English learning, he was a
for
great,
sure.
great guy. He's a
And
great dude, great dude.
I think the most incredible thing about Marco is his decision making, because when he makes a decision,
That what a beast! What a beast! By the
that's
way, for
gonna
those of
happen.
you who don't know who that is, that's a guy who built his body to like
3 months.
gladiator style.
Yeah,
He,
like in
he,
three
he built a
months.
gladiator. He was just a regular guy. He was not. He was never fat. It was just a regular guy who, regular guy eats whatever. It's sometimes it's just easy and a regular
Hmm.
body. Then he became a machine and like boom.
Exactly.
I don't know about 3 months, but he's like a
I
machine.
think it
Like
was in
his
3 or 4 months.
body's like Greek sculpture. Ooh.
Exactly. And then
The
I
he's
send a DM to him and I say, dude, please tell me the recipe of what you're doing.
yeah
And he sent me like an audio of 15 seconds. Oh,
yeah.
dude, I'm going to the gym 6 days a week, eating chicken, eggs, whey protein, and eat healthy. You know, so like,
Every sucker knows this. The hard part
yes,
is
oh my
keeping up
god,
with it.
yeah, yeah.
You know.
So the hardest part is doing that for 3 months in a row.
Yeah.
So I think like if we talk about consistency, having like decision making, we should call Mark to talk about that, because everything that he decides to make, it happens. It happens.
Yeah. That
So
man
I
is
think,
an
yeah.
absolute
So
beast.
so absolutely. So in thinking, in case of pillar, I think for both of us will be having balance. It'll be like for health pillar, the health pillar that
Yeah, yeah. I
uh,
gotta tell you, it's
it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough, but we should work on this on 2025. I think this should be
no.
a
We should
goal.
work this after this podcast. I'm gonna take a 5 kilometers walk. That's what I'm gonna do.
Could be a
Right
run,
into
right?
God.
Could be a run, right?
I,
So you can you
I
can
run. I can't run for 5 kilometers, bro. I don't know. I'm at the
yeah.
weight
So
that I'm
okay,
weighing right
so
now. I can't run
let's
for
do this
five
way.
kilometers.
You send me a picture of you walking, and I send
Uh huh.
and I send a picture of myself having
I'll
my
you
hot dog for
download
dinner.
download. Oh, I will download Strava. It's an app with a walk.
Okay.
I will walk and I will post on the stories. Do we have people live? If you're listening live, go check it. I'll give you my word. I'm going to walk. I want to know 5 kilometers, but I'm going to walk a long distance, probably more.
Nice.
Less.
And maybe maybe we can reach Marco's body and consistency and outcomes. Let's see.
You know, the first thing you got to do is dream. Then the second is act. That's it.
Exactly. So, but let's dream big. I think this is the idea, right? Let's dream big.
It costs the same as dreaming small. It's the same cost.
Cost the same. Absolutely.
Why not?
Wow, amazing. André, before we finish this podcast,
we reached the 30-minute mark.
30-minute mark. So, André, where can these people who are watching us can find you on social media?
At It's André Amaro and weekly in here.
Nice. So if you guys want to follow me also on Instagram, just being here at Italo Silas. So both of us create content for you guys on social media. And also every week we are here opening this live on this podcast, 100% in English for you guys. Have an immersion of 30 minutes in English. And of course, now you guys can watch this episode more than once. Going to be saving here on my YouTube channel. And if you guys are not a follower, follow us on Instagram and also subscribe to the channel for every time that we post a new video, we start a new podcast. You guys will not miss any of our new videos. And there's something else you'd like to share?
Yes, for the people in the future who are listening to this in the future, there will be a post on my Instagram because the story will be gone after 24 hours. I will post my running and the title will be, the post will be for the people from the future. All right, that's it.
Nice. That's it. So, André, thank you so much. Guys who were with us in here, thank you so much. Appreciate it of your time. And I see you guys next podcast. So thank you guys. Take care.